In the last section, we managed to get our image detail to render on the page, and now we're going to go ahead and flesh out this detail. Let's refer back to the mocks really quick on this third view. So we need to show the image itself, the image's title, the description, and finally any comments that are on the page as well. So let's talk again about data in a single page application. If we were on a gallery image page and we clicked an image, it stands to reason that we've already loaded all the data we need for this image, right? We know if it's animated, we know its title and subtitle, etc., because we fetched all that data, excuse me, through the image store already, just to be able to show it inside of the gallery. What if, however, a user copy-pasted this link directly into their browser? This link right here. So instead of going through the gallery page and loading up all the images through the image store, they just went directly to this link right here and bypassed the topic page where they would have already hit the code that would load the image data. So if they went just directly to this link, it would skip that entire data loading process. So what that means is we can't assume that we've already loaded data when we're opening this image detail page right here. What we need to do is assume that we need to fetch it. We need to assume that the data hasn't already been retrieved. So with that in mind, we're going to wire up this image detail component here to our image store and use the image store to make sure that we are retrieving data from the image store whenever we open this image page component. Excuse me. So let's go ahead and improve image detail. At the top, we'll require Reflux, and we'll require image store. We're going to go up into stores, image store. We're going to add our mixin that listens to image store. So we'll listen to image store for a change. And so now let's think about our, oops, forgot a comma up here. We would normally write in here on change function event image, and this dot set state image with image, right? All we're doing is retrieving the image that got emitted by the event right here. But let's just hold up for a second here. We've already set up image store to pass all of the images, the array of images right here, as its second argument. We aren't interested in all the images though, we're only interested in a particular one, just image. The one that has an ID equal to this.props.params.id. So as such, instead of just assigning all of these images right here to this.state.image, we're going to make a new method in our image store that will only return the image that we care about. So inside of image store, we're going to add another method in here that's going to make use of another Lodash method. So we'll add another method called find, and it's going to be a function that takes the ID of a single image. So this is going to be the ID that we want to find data for. So again, we're going to use Lodash to search through the collection of all images that we've already loaded. So we'll say var image find where, and just bear with me for a second here, this.images ID. So what this function here, find where, does is it takes a collection of data and it looks and finds the first record in that collection that has an object with property ID, or excuse me, key ID that is equal to the property ID that we passed in right here as the parameter. Now you might think, okay, this is good to go. We're grabbing the image out of all this data right here. We've got our image. We can now go ahead and render the thing. Well, not quite. We still need to do one more item in here. What happens if we have never fetched this .images before? What if this .images is still completely undefined or null? We're going to be in big trouble. So we need to handle the case in which we've never loaded any images whatsoever. We'll do that by saying if image return image, else this dot get image ID and return null. So what we're doing here is we're saying we just try to jump through all this object right here and find this some specific image. If we successfully found the image, terrific, let's go ahead and return it. If we haven't found it, however, we're going to go ahead and issue another AJAX request to get just this particular image with this particular ID, and we're going to return null. And what null is going to mean is it's going to tell our image detail component that, hey, sorry, but I don't have your data yet. You're going to have to hold on, and I'll give it to you in a little bit. So let's, in the next section, go ahead and implement get image.